What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so late last night, this report came out, all right, that I think according to Dave McMenamin of ESPN, that not only is LeBron James monitoring, Rich Paul, I guess, both of them, are closely monitoring the Lakers roster for developments as far as whether they think that the roster will be championship material, but that Rich Paul has reportedly received calls from 4 NBA teams that are interested in LeBron James in a trade situation, right? Giving up their assets to get LeBron James, okay? Now, I noticed that this development has sent LeBron James fans into a frenzy, because they don't really give a fuck about the Lakers. They never did. This is why real Laker fans never embraced LeBron, because he's not really a Laker. He thought by winning that bubble title that would somehow put him up there with this is a very ignorant dude, man, with an even more ignorant fan base. But anyway, he thought that bubble title would somehow put him up there with the great pantheon of all-time great Lakers for some delusional reason. The Laker fan base never took to this guy, as they should not have. And real Laker fans realized that LeBron's fan base never really were real Laker fans. So, look how they acting already, thinking he's going to go to some championship contender. But anyway, these are my beliefs and thoughts about this. Number one, I don't believe this report. We just had a report from, I believe, a more credible source about a week and a half ago saying that no team was really interested in LeBron James, and that no team in their rightful mind would give up their assets right now to get a 41-year-old player with diminished skills who hasn't won anything and going on now 6 years. What would be the point of that? It makes no sense. This guy is at the end of his career. In my mind, the only teams that may have some interest in LeBron James are bottom-feeding teams that may be interested in him as far as short-term, jersey sales or, capacity crowds, but they don't have the assets to get him. Not really. So that's a moot point. So this don't make any sense. I don't believe Dave McMenamin. First of all, he's a Clutch Sports 304. He's on their payroll. This is the same Dave McMenamin that reported a couple of years ago that Russell Westbrook was a locker room cancer. Nobody got along with him, which is complete cap, because in reality, with the exception of maybe one person, well, maybe two now, everybody loves Russell Westbrook. His teammates love him. But see, what that was is Russell Westbrook and LeBron James' relationship had soured. And that happened sometime around the time that I think it was Russ's wife and was it Russ' mother or the girl or the wife mother were accosted by Laker fans, right? And LeBron reportedly said something to the effect of, well, if they played better, they would leave him alone. They got back to Russ. Russ at that point was done because now you're talking about family. You know what I'm saying? But it's funny when Chris Paul's wife was accosted by fans in Phoenix, everybody condemned the fans. You see what I'm saying? If the same thing had happened to Savannah, you know how ESPN would go. They would accost the fans. So because LeBron James is a very spiteful human being, he used that as an opportunity to sneak diss Russell Westbrook to make it that much harder for him in a situation to go to another team to badmouth him. That's why nobody likes this clown. That's why he's a dirty cocksucker. But anyway, no, I don't believe this report at all. I don't think any team, this is just posturing. This is just posturing by LeBron James, you know, trying to control the narrative, trying to make it seem like he has the upper hand, when in reality he doesn't. Just like I don't believe that report saying, oh, LeBron was informed that management, there'll be new ownership with the Lakers. I don't believe that. They didn't tell your ass because you're not in their future plans. You're not. You're not in their future plans. And you're nothing but an expiring contract. I'm going to start calling him the expiring contract. I think this dude is a dirty dog. You understand me? A dirty dog. This guy's nothing but drama, bro. You could tell that this guy was raised. I'm going to leave that alone. I'm going to say it. Fuck it. You could tell that this dude had no male, he had no male role models growing up. It ain't about being raised by a single mother. Because you can be raised by a single mother and be a very straight, upstanding man. But you got to have some male role models, some male role figures to show you how to act like a man, conduct yourself like a man. And you see all these mama's boys, Kevin Durant, LeBron James, all these dudes that were Dwayne Wade to a certain extent, right? All these dudes that was raised by women. And they look how these dudes act. Painting their fingernails, painting their toenails, you know what I'm saying? All different types of colors, acting like females, passive aggressiveness, holding on to grudges for 1,000 years, can't conduct themselves and approach people like men, talking through third parties. I mean, just weird ass energy, walking around with big, huge orange purse. But no, I don't believe this report at all. You know, I don't think that 4 teams are interested in this guy. No. And I think at best, maybe some teams would have some interest if it was a situation where there was a buyout. Then maybe. Maybe. But why trade, especially the top teams? If you're Cleveland, why trade your assets? Why drain your assets? Especially this upcoming year with all these injuries in the Eastern Conference, right? To superstar players. Not to say that you wish for something like that, but that's an advantage for a Cleveland franchise. Why waste all that to get this clown back? And why reward him anyway? Why reward him? Why waste all of the piecemealing that you've done over the past 6 years to build the team that you have to reward this deck stacker, this loyal deck stacker, and come back to a team and him ruining it? This guy's a drama queen, man. Everywhere he go, it's always messy. He's a messy nigga, man.